Hey guys, it's Bryan, your friendly neighborhood reviewer, and I'm here to talk to you today about Creedence Clearwater Revival's last LP, 1972's Mardi Gras. Got a weird title because there really wasn't much of a party at the time they got to this album, but a quick showcase of the vinyl here, front and the back, and then quick for all you Knox is joining me, all you vinyl heads out there, like all that stuff. Yeah, original fantasy label, of course. Kind of a custom, semi-custom little sleeve there. It's time. Okay, when Creedence first started, you had four members: John Fogerty, Tom Fogerty, bassist Stu Cook, and drummer Doug Clifford. Nicknamed Cosmo. Killer band. I mean, widely considered the greatest American band ever. Hard to disagree. I mean, and they're so, just basic guitar, lead guitar, bass, drums. Very basic sound, but just killer. I mean, just killer. They can kick up a storm, dude. This album, though, it's kind of almost like the country rock move. Previously, they dabbled in some country rock a little bit. Pendulum, they did a little bit, kind of. They had that sound a little bit. There's this kind of a mix of all kinds of R&B, country, blues, swamp rock, rockabilly, all that kind of stuff. But this is more of their country rock kind of move. So, with that said, at the time, the album before this, Pendulum, the problems between John Fogerty and Tom Fogerty got to a head. John Fogerty basically took over the entire group, told them exactly what direction they're going, arranged the songs, wrote the songs, sang them, did everything on them. He was total dominant control. More into Roger Waters, Pink Floyd territory, that kind of thing. But the man was a genius. I mean, you can't argue with the guy. The guy was a freaking genius. Could knock off killer singles just like that. But anyway, so the other members of the group got a little irritated with him, to say the least. So Tom Fogerty and John, unfortunately, never really reconciled much. Tom Fogerty, as a sad side note, had some back surgery, had a bad blood transfusion, got HIV, and died, unfortunately, of AIDS in 1990. His story, kind of like the Ryan White, where the blood transfusion got the HIV and all that. But a sad side note. But anyway, so he had left by the time this album came out. So John Fogerty was so tired of hearing the other two complain and all of them complain, he finally decided to, okay, we'll be democratic. Everyone will get equal songwriting time. Everyone will get equal singing time. Producing, you all do your own songs, produce them yourselves, blah, blah, blah. I'll play guitar on them, and that's that. So even when he's being democratic, he's kind of being dictatorial a little bit. But they accepted it. They said, cool. So this is the album that resulted with that arrangement. First of all, the four John Fogerty songs, we'll take those first. I happen to really like these songs of his. I think they're really good. The three songs, I'm sorry. The fourth is a cover of Ricky Nelson's Hello, Mary Lou. But John Fogerty's three songs, I think, are really good. The opening, Looking for a Reason, it always underwhelmed me at first. But it has grown on me, especially the lyrics, because you can't, looking for a reason not to go, like, hey, why am I sticking around here? I used to like it here. Now I can't. Now I don't know why. I can't remember why. I think it's the lyric goes. It's like hearing him comment on the state of the band. So even for that, it's interesting. But it sounds like a very understated Neil Young song, country song. But it just really, the more you listen to it, the more it grabs you. And I really like that song now. I think Someday Never Comes, that closes side one, is a fantastic number. One of those yearning numbers that of age and wisdom that. Kind of like one of those lessons you learn too late kind of thing. But that's a great number. It was like a top 30 hit, I think. Overside, he has the killer Sweet Hitchhiker, the one that climaxes the album, which is just, I mean, what a way to ride off in the sunset. That's just a killer song. Just a kick-ass, almost, you can almost hear the relief in their voices. When they're, when they're not at each other's throats. But same with the Hello Mary Lou, the Ricky Nelson cover. I like this cover. Some people don't. Some people like this, but I like it. I think it's really good. It's so fun, and there's not a lot of fun in this album per se, but because the bad vibes on it, and you can kind of hear that a little bit through this album. But that song, you can hear a sighing breath of relief because they're just having so much fun, and it comes off really well on that track. So those 4 tracks, I think, are just great. I mean, the main problem with Stu Cook and Doug Clifford, it's a very simple thing. They just can't sing, especially poor Stu Cook. I mean, he just can't sing. That's not a bad thing. It's just he shouldn't be singing. Either John Fogerty, even Doug Clifford would have done a better job with his material. But as it stands, their songs some of them are good, some are okay. They have a couple good moments on here. Stu Cook, I think, comes off the worst. Take It Like a Friend, has his vocal. It's the second track on side 1, but I just don't like the song. And I really don't like it with his vocal. Maybe I'd like it better with the John Fogerty vocal or Doug Clifford even singing. I don't know. But to me, it's a bad song. His other song, Sail Away, sounds pretty good, but his vocal is just horrible. And it just ruins the song. Again, Doug Clifford might have done at least a little decent, better job than he does. But that said, the one song he really does, I really do like the sound, which some people don't, but I really think it's just because it's a good rocker and his voice doesn't sound horrible on it, is Door to Door, which was included, I think, on their last final, which they actually did a 2-month tour after this. I couldn't believe it. And that song was played on the tour. It's really strange. You think it would have been done after this album. But, so that song, I think, really kicks ass. And I think his vocal, the way they kind of do an echo on it and kind of keep it in a certain key or whatever, I think works better on that song. But anyway, so that's his one great moment. Doug Clifford does a little better. I think Need Someone to Hold is actually a really good little understated song. I think it is. And Terrence the Country is a pretty good little rocker, pretty good rocker. But his best number is the first track on side 2. What Are You Gonna Do? I think that's a good little rockin' number. I like that immensely. So you got 3 good John Fogerty songs, 3 great John Fogerty songs, a couple great songs from one from Stu, one from Doug Clifford, and then a great cover of Hello Mary Lou, and then a couple of good tracks from Doug Clifford, and then a couple of bombs. So overall, surprisingly, I kind of give it a 3-star, 3 out of 5. I can't exactly recommend it, but it's certainly not a bad album or a terrible album. And it's Creedence. It rocks. Even the songs that kind of suck, listen to the background, they rock. And John Fogerty's guitar is really good in this, actually. So surprisingly, for a little country rock move, and it's a sad it came at the end of their career. Would have been an interesting thing to see them turn to like kind of like something the band was doing, or Poco, or something like that kind of thing. Maybe with a little more oomph to that genre. It might have kicked it in the butt a little bit. Shane would never know that. Maybe it might have a little hint of what it could have been. But I think Creedence could have gave country rock a kick in its ass. I really could have. Would have been neat to see that. But anyway, hope you enjoy the review. Hope you enjoy the vinyl showcase. Click the buttons, like, subscribe. Appreciate it. Check out my buddy David Darko and his channel. We talk some really wild stuff, culture stuff, crazy stuff going on in the news, things like that, with a lot of humor, a lot of fun. Appreciate the support, appreciate the likes and everything. Take care, guys. Have a great day.